Hello and welcome back to the Product Pop, where we talk about all things tech, business, startups, ideas, and everything related. So today I'm doing a working type of vlog, but focusing on what product meetings actually look like. Before or after every meeting that I have, I'm going to explain to you what that meeting is. I think a couple of weeks ago I did a vlog similar to this, but I want to do it in a more detailed way this time because I got some good feedback on that video that it was pretty useful. And so today I want to go into more depth around what product meetings actually look like. I hope this will be useful. Enjoy watching. So it's already 9:20 and I actually just finished up my first meeting, which was at 8:30. I don't usually have meetings that start that early, but this was actually with someone in Montreal, so very different time zone. It was the end of their workday and the start of mine. It was kind of the best time we could find for both of us. And that meeting was with another product manager. Remember that I work in an enterprise sized SaaS company, so we do have lots of different products that make up our product suite, and we have a lot of different geographic regions as well. So I will typically work with product teams in the US East Coast and the US West Coast. The meeting I had today was with a fellow product manager in Montreal. And the reason we decided to talk was because my team is actually building something that could benefit this other product team. We did a bit of an intro to each other and our teams and our products because we hadn't actually met before. I'm not always across what another product area is doing unless I need to be. Asked him to explain to me what this project that they have is all about, where they are at in the project, their timelines, and really specifically like what their needs are. And then I explained, of course, what my product is that they could potentially use. I explained how it would work and when we are planning on actually releasing it. And then we established some next steps. And the next steps will be, we'll probably check in with each other in another month. And then we'll probably get our engineering teams to connect as well, just so they can talk about how the architecture of all this will work and whether it's suitable for them, the way we are building this thing. I captured these notes in a Google Doc. So something that I started doing this year was creating a new Google Doc at the start of every month. So I have like January 2021, February 2021. And I write all my notes for all my meetings for that month in that doc. And I just find it a really easy way to go back and refer to when I had a particular meeting. I can quickly go and find the notes for that. I will then summarize these notes and put them into more of a like a project page that we have, which can be seen by other people. I also need to follow up with this product manager and send him some of our designs for our product and just send him some info on how it actually works so he can start to digest that and think about whether it will be useful for them. Just doing a quick check-in of my TikTok while I drink my coffee just to see what happened because I posted a video just before I went to sleep. I also make sure to check my dog's TikTok. He is far more popular than me. Yeah, happy dog, happy days. I have an hour before my next meeting and I really want to get some focused work done on a product requirements document. It's something that I need to get done by tomorrow because we have a meeting to discuss it. And so I'm going to go do that now for the next. So this is a blank version of the product requirements template that I'm working on just for the purposes of this video. And the purpose of this is to outline the product initiative that is being worked on, why we are working on it, and high-level release plan and breakdown of features and requirements. So I started out by outlining the background of this initiative and the problem we are trying to solve, and then some ideas around how we might phase this out over 2 or 3 different phases. Of course, you want to think about what's going to make this successful and identify some kind of success criteria, and then more detailed product metrics that you would actually want to measure, some key use cases for how customers will use this, what a solution might look like in terms of the user experience and actual user flow, doing some market and competitive analysis, and of course then a breakdown of features user stories, and requirements per release. This document probably took me a few weeks to put together with a lot of input and collaboration from product, engineering, and design. One thing that I've started to do more consistently when I want to get some work done without being distracted between meetings, I have to snooze my Slack, or I will turn off my Slack. I don't have Slack notifications on my phone, and I have to pause them on my computer because if Slack is on, there is just no getting anything done. There is always something to respond to on Slack. So it's now 11 o'clock and I spent the hour doing some focused work on my requirements doc, and then I had a weekly Zoom with my team's engineering manager. We pretty much use it to discuss anything that's top of mind for the team, any prioritization things, any team challenges, people challenges. When you have a development team, there's usually a product manager, there's usually a tech lead, and usually a team lead. And I think it's really important for the leads of the team to be connected. It's really important for engineering and product at every level to have a good relationship. So I also like to use these weekly check-ins as a way to just build good relationship with my team's engineering manager. Your engineering manager will be a huge support to you, and you really need to have good collaboration and partnership with them to ensure the success of the team. Now, I actually had a team stand-up at 11, but I've decided to skip it for the day because, again, I really want to just go back to doing the focused product requirements work that I need to do. So my next meeting at this point, is it 20 minutes? Okay, so I'm gonna spend the next 20 minutes doing more product requirements work. At 11:30, we have quite an important meeting. It is with the C staff leadership team for our product area, where we give them an update on the status of the projects that we are working on. I'm gonna go do my 20 minutes now, and then I'll come back for that. By this point, I had my requirements doc in a pretty good state, but I really needed to focus on the requirements for each release, and particularly the first release, because I actually have engineering waiting to put together some technical designs and technical estimations based on what the first release will look like. So I really focused on just that aspect of the doc on this particular day. I've just signed into the next Zoom. Make sure I'm on mute, which is a review of the projects we're working on to our product and engineering leadership teams. So I pretty much listened in on this meeting. I didn't have to actively participate, and that's because this meeting was being led by engineering. There was a big focus on delivery and capacity and how we were tracking towards actually delivering some of the product initiatives that we are working on, how we were tracking towards SLIs, SLOs, security incidents or security improvements that we had to make in our products, all that kind of stuff. When you have a chance to speak directly with your product and engineering leadership teams, it's a really good time to share any areas of challenges or interest, and so they can be made aware of what's going on at the individual product team level, because they're obviously not seeing that on a day-to-day basis. So one thing that we shared was the really tough product prioritization decisions and team delivery decisions that we have to make to balance our existing products maintenance work and balancing that with a lot of new and big product feature work and initiatives we have. Of course, this is something that every development team has to deal with, but we wanted to make sure that our leadership teams recognize that something was going to have to give, and we had decided to focus on a lot of new initiatives while dialing down the amount of effort we put into maintaining our existing products. So it is now 3 o'clock and I just had a 1 hour Zoom with my manager, and it was really valuable. We talked about a lot of things that I have on my plate in terms of decisions that need to be made, how I'm making sure I'm putting together the right information, documents, talking to the right teams to make that, to help inform those decisions. We talked about challenges that we have in my product area and how we can overcome some of them. We talked about finding some alternative ways to deliver some projects that we have faster and going away and talking to engineering about that. We talked about collaborating on my product requirements doc, the way that I navigate the conversations I have with my manager. We do of course talk on Slack throughout the week here and there, but we have a Google Doc, and throughout the week we populate any things that we want to discuss, and that's the way I make sure that I cover off everything I need to with him. Now I have an hour break, so I'm gonna go for a walk because it is the most beautiful day here, and then I'm gonna come back for one more meeting and then carry on with my product requirements doc. I've made it to 4 o'clock and I'm about to jump into my last meeting of the day, which is a team leadership meeting. This is where we discuss resourcing, priorities, engineering, product stuff for my particular product area. It's a very like operational kind of meeting where we talk about how we can basically make the projects and initiatives that we have for our product area happen between the 3 teams that we have. Oh, never mind, the meeting was actually cancelled and I didn't realize. So now it's 4, I'm gonna spend an hour on my requirements doc, and then I'm gonna see how I feel with everything else. So that actually wraps up my meetings for the day. This goes to show that we don't always have meetings that are scheduled and as recurring. We do assess whether we need them all on a weekly basis, which is good. I don't think you should go to a meeting just because it's scheduled. There should be a clear purpose and outcome for why, otherwise it is just a waste of everyone's time. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did get this far, if you are on TikTok, check out my account. It is called The Product Pup. That's where I post daily videos on tech, business, product, startups, ideas, and all that kind of stuff. Let me know if this was useful. I would love to make more of these because every product working day is different. I cannot stress that enough. Sounds a bit cliche, but it is very true. It does come across very same when you're working from home, but in terms of the people you meet, what you discuss, what you work on, priorities, everything changes a lot day by day. The only constant I find in the product world is change. Thank you so much for watching. It does come across very same when you're working from home, but in terms of the people you meet, what you discuss, what you work on, priorities, everything changes a lot day by day. The only constant I find in the product world is change. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.